Well, hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Stu. Justin and I made it back from Toylanta safe and sound. Met a lot of great people. It was a lot of fun to meet a lot of you guys, and we appreciate you watching. We appreciate you giving us your time of day, and it was just really awesome. And what made it really super cool was this baby. One of my favorite acquisitions, the WWE Ultimate Edition New Generation Arena. Gonna open it up, taking it out of the sealed package here. We're gonna put it together and just have fun and see where it takes us right here with Action Figure Now. Well, here we go, friends. This is it. This is the New Generation Arena that was originally solicited through Mattel Creations back in, I believe, 2020. So I wasn't into collecting wrestling at the time, so that was kind of a bummer that I missed out on that. Never thought I'd be able to pick it up again. Was able to find this not on the sales floor, but I was able to find this in the room swaps. So basically, you could go up to the rooms and people were having some stuff for sale. It was kind of bunk the first night and it wasn't much better the second night on Saturday. But we went across the way, Justin and I did, to the Hilton Inn where one room had put on the board that they had a few classic figures. Just kind of generic. Didn't know what we were going to get into, but we thought, we might as well go. It'd be worth a shot. And they had the Bash at the Beach set from 2016 of Macho Man, Sting, and Lex Luger. So that was going to come home with me no matter what. But then I looked up and out of the corner of my eye, I saw this guy sitting in the windowsill. And let's just say everybody was happy with the agreement that we were able to reach. And it is finally here with me. And it came with 3 figures. It came with a special edition of Diesel. And then after 7,000 backers, it was added Doink the Clown. But a special edition of Doink, kind of his first appearance outfit, not the one that he wrestled in more often than not. And then also you ended up getting Macho Man Randy Savage. He was doing commentary at the time. Just a great time to have been a fan of the WWF. And then finally, with the 8,000 backers, you also got a whole bunch of ring aprons. You got in your house a set of WrestleMania, as well as kind of what you'd call the generic WWF ones that they used to have on the aprons, basically for the superstar type shows and the house shows like that. So this is totally exciting. Let's get this guy opened up and let's see what we have to deal with here. Sliding it open. Well, I tell you what. Getting excited, getting ahead of myself, guys. You probably want to see some more of the sign work there, and I don't blame you. This is one of those things where I have just absolutely, totally been looking forward to this. So you'll forgive my excitement to get that beastie open there. So much good stuff going on here. Now, as a kid, I was never a big playset guy. I always kind of liked the idea of them, but my parents never got them for me, so it wasn't a thing. It was a non-starter. We didn't do playsets in my household, and that's totally fine. But now that I have the ability to be able to kind of build out some of these worlds with some of these characters, absolutely awesome. So taking advantage of the ability to do just that. Mattel Creations is doing some good work, even if sometimes the prices can be a little extreme. I'm really bummed that they weren't able to fund the Nitro set. Oh, that would have been so awesome with the Titantron that they had there and the entrance ramp. They do all the photography for the new figures they solicit with that setup, but they couldn't find a way to get it produced. But let me not get on a soapbox there. Basically, as we're taking the guys open, taking it apart here, we've got the main entranceway right here, and we've got some pieces here. So we're going to take this guy out. Looks like this is going to be the stair steps. So we'll get that out of the way right now. This is going to be, the curtain to the entryway. Tell you what. Let's move this first piece out there. That's looking pretty awesome. We're going to set that aside. Make sure it doesn't get dropped on its head like a young Arn Anderson or Pop. So we also want to make sure that we've got all of our tools necessary to get into this guy. Got clippers just for the ties. We've got a knife to get into tape pieces just like this. Right here. Bum, bum, bum. Really happy to have gotten a deal on that nitro ring that actually did make it to production. Just the ring that came with, what's his name? You know. You ever feel like you've had a stroke when you can't remember proper nouns? Sort of where I'm at in life these days. Got the finest vintage Mountain Dew, this circa 2025. Yes, Pizza Hut. Very nice, very nice. Very good right there. But anyway, you know, the one that came out from Mattel Creations a couple years ago. A lot of good times have been had with that photography as well. Opening up here, we've got Diesel. So Diesel was often called the face of the new generation. And, you know, I can kind of get behind that. I see what they were going with. You know, Shawn Michaels really was a fan favorite, and he kind of piggybacked off of all of that with Shawn, starting off as his bodyguard and then going rogue, which is awesome. Doink the Clown there. And like I said, subtle differences, but it's the green instead of the blue, and just a couple cool different reversals there that set this one apart from the what you'd call a regular Doink after his run had become kind of established there. So that's Diesel there and Doink there as well. Looking really good. You know, again, it's often just a repaint that sets these guys apart from each different version, but that's still pretty dope. I will say that at least with Diesel, the face on Diesel, on this one at least, is just bang on. I mean, a lot better than some of the sculpts. One of the exclusives that they had at Ringside Collectibles, picked that up over the holidays. It's fine, but the face is just, I mean, you know who it's supposed to be, but it's a little wacky there from different angles. So Doink the Clown here as well. Check that out. Back at Doink's packaging there for you as well. Just good times. Great oldies. Man, just really happy to have been able to add this to the collection at such a great price. So let's put these guys aside here for just a second or two. Tell you what, let's just remove this guy. We're working on a few things here at Action Figure now, just trying to find the best way to deliver the best quality product to you guys. So, you know, forgive us if a few things are being worked out here. You're all our lovely test subjects, and we're happy to have you guys. We appreciate everything. And it's a whirlwind couple months for us. We're just about at the 6 month line. Justin and I were talking about that when we were on the road to Toylanza. So that's crazy cool. And I mean, honestly, didn't have any real expectation that this was going to go much anywhere. And it did, thanks to you guys, every one of you that has taken the time to watch a video, to like it, to subscribe, and to share with somebody else. That's totally cool. Just remember, guys, Vincent needs arms, and the best way to help Vincent get arms is to like, share, and subscribe, especially to share with friends and loved ones, because Vincent just wants to be able to keep a shirt on. Sure, the summer's coming, but you know, he doesn't want to get sunburned either, so he's going to need to keep that on. And for that, Vincent needs arms. Just subscribe to the Vincent Needs Arms Foundation. Like, subscribe below. That's all it takes to help Vincent come that much closer to a proper set of arms. This is going to be the ring mat that we're going to put on here in just a couple minutes. I take a look at my hands like, oh man, any schmutz, any stuff? No, I want to make sure, because you can't really go back with these guys. You can't exactly take the mat to the cleaner. Although I did find that just a light little brushing and just a little bit of like a moist paper towel was enough to kind of get some of the spots that had apparently gotten onto the ring set for my nitro ring. So keep that in mind. You can clean it a little bit, but I wouldn't go too far down that road, if you know what I mean. So this is going to be a big box of heavy fun goodness, because this is going to have a lot of the hardware for this set. So let me get some of these pieces out of the way here. As you can see, this was the ring posts And the supports, they're going to go underneath the ring there. This is going to be the side pieces of the ring that you can see there. One, two, three, four. So those end up going into their proper position there. And then if you thought, well, that looks like kind of small, don't worry. It's because there are four more here on this side. So no, it isn't just a tiny ring. It is, in fact, the full size. Just in case some guys were wondering, they were like, is that going to be full size or what's that going to be? And the answer is, of course, full size. Daddy was not going to pay that much money and absolutely not have the. Oh man, that is so super cool. Super cool. So what I'm taking a look at here is just the instructions. Just and as you can see, you've got two each of just the WWF, now WWE logo, and then the secondary piece. So on opposite sides, and then you've got the four each of WrestleMania and In Your House, so you can stage your very own pay-per-view events there. Very cool. Very cool. And what's awesome here is this was during the era when they had the red, white, and blue ropes. Awesome sauce. So this is fan flipping tastic. And that is just about all she wrote forever. Well, no, of course not, Stu. Pay attention, my boy. As we go down here underneath, we have got a few more things like the actual ring ring pieces there. Skirts. That's pretty cool. That's just the other side of the box there. It just says ring squeaks right there. Awesome. This guy out the way. And then, of course, you've got your four wooden planks. And what I have to say about these, what I have learned from the last set when we bought it, or actually it just threw, these are incredibly sturdy and it provides a pretty damn level and sturdy surface for them, such that even when we had it here, when we had it set up on the coffee table out there, like you could bang on the table, you could drop a figure on another part of the ring and it wasn't just gonna knock somebody off if they were on the other side. So that's really cool. We definitely love that. Just a lot of fun stuff going on here. So I'll tell you what, at this point, I'm just going to start putting this together. We're just going to take it slow, go through the process, and make sure that this is all stuck together perfectly. Do a little magic effect, Justin, and we'll see you guys in just a few. So cool, I actually guessed right. We got that first, so how cool is that? Simple as that. I'm not a fan of, I'm not a Lego guy, right? I don't like multi-step tools and initiatives, but something cool like this, I definitely make the exception. So basically, we've done all of those things. Now it's saying, what do we want to do? What kind of actual event do we want to have? Because here's the thing. I've already put these ring posts on, but part of the fun is figuring out what event we want to have. And for that, you got your ring skirts. So again, we've got these guys here, two of these, which is just your basic WWF, now WWE logo. You've got the 4 for In Your House, which is super cool. In my, I guess my claim to my claim to my biggest WWF live memory was back whenever we had In Your House, Beware of Dog. It was originally wrestled in Florence on a Sunday night. Wow, crazy weather, like basically almost a tornado, knocks the power out to the arena. They wrestle the matches in the dark, but you can't really do anything with that. So on Tuesday, they re-wrestled the entire card. So it's basically Beware of Dog 2. So everybody that paid for the pay-per-view were able to watch that and get their money's worth. It was just supposed to be a house show here in Charleston with a bunch of dark matches and maybe some Superstars tapings. It turned out to be all of that plus the WWF Wrestling In Your House, Beware of Dog 2. So we saw amazing matches. Oh man, it was just such a great card, and really happy that they did throw in that this was one of the stretch goals that was unlocked back in that original Kickstarter. And of course, the big daddy of all, WrestleMania itself. That's a little more pink than I think it should be. I mean, just based on the the color scheme, that should be a little more red, I think. But hey, that's super cool. Not griping. Very happy to have it. And this, of course, the last one. This has got the WWE World Wrestling Entertainment, and the logo there would have been Wrestling Federation at the time. But that's super cool. And this would have been more for like the house shows and for shows like Superstars. Man, and what's really cool is I've been watching a lot of the old school. Old School is one of the shows that they've got on Peacock now, but also some of the prime time with Gorilla Monsoon. We were also lucky to be able to find the whole Gorilla Monsoon Build-A-Figure wave, so definitely going to put that together here, and just looking forward to a lot of fun with this guy. But anyway, let's carry on with the build. All right, guys, you gotta dive into the actual entranceway itself now as we take a look. Basically, it's going to take 4 AA batteries, not provided by the manufacturer. Not that you'd expect them to, or maybe you would. For what, 250 to $200 plus that this cost when it was originally released? You think they could throw in some cheapo batteries? Turn off the lights and really see how that looks. Now that looks pretty good right here when it comes to me being in the room even with some lights on. So that's pretty dope, because what we've got is a few modes that we can display. There's basically a button back here that you can hit. That is really super cool. I mean, it's pretty bright in this dark room. We've got the windows done up for sound and in lighting purposes, and you can just see right there. That is just amazing. And that's number 2. Just really cool. Again, just lights, no sound, but pretty awesome that it goes through those LEDs. So that's 3, and as you've probably noticed, 1, 2, 3, as it goes through. So you can pick a lighting scheme for your favorite WWE superstar. Very cool. And then, looks like it's 5th one. There we go. That's really cool. Very nice. Very busy. Ooh, 6. Man, that's super cool. Really enjoying. Yeah, I mean, that's fun. And it works well. What I'm happy is that the bloody thing actually does work well. Hasn't been damaged in all these years of being jostled around, moved from one place to another, and that really happy that the quality batteries that I had are worth it and can actually do this. That's just super cool. Super cool. And then that's kind of your last one, which is off. What a fun thing to have right there. We'll turn that off to save battery life. But actually, we're not going to open them up here because you guys have been great, and this has been been a fun little journey. But I'm sure you've got some other things to do. We've got Kevin Nash here, super awesome, like the clown. To show you that once again, we're going to have a lot of fun opening these guys up and just having a blast. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked what you've seen, we do a lot of the great stuff like this, long form toy content. Also do daily, or every other day rather, toy hunts. Justin's out there on the grind. I do a lot of the reviews, and then we get together and we do toy talk. It's a lot of fun. We'd love to have you be a part of it. Drop your comments down below. Let us know what you think about this wrestling line. I thought I was going to be out, but then with the announcement earlier this year of McFarlane getting the license taken away from DC, I thought, you know what? Maybe I'm going to go hardcore back into wrestling this year instead of getting out. We'll see. We're going to find out exactly what transpires as it does, and we'd love it if you join us for the journey along the way, guys. Like, subscribe, share, and help Vincent get those arms. We appreciate you, and we'll see you guys on the next one.